The Jamaicans have been stranded at sea as a result of port closures here and abroad in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The government, in its defense, said the ship's captain withdrew the request for the crew members to land before a decision could be made. Mr. Jackson says there is an established process to deal with emergencies.
I was a bit relieved and comforted when the Prime Minister made the announcement about the border closure and indicated that the Minister of National Security would be the point person to deal with emergencies. He would channel through to the cabinet, right, and they make a decision on an exceptional basis. So there was an established channel for dealing with emergencies. They just refused to use it. They call the person the Minister of Health and they advise the Minister of National Security. The Minister of National Security have aligned to the Prime Minister, who is chairman of the cabinet. The Prime Minister has the power to act unilaterally in cases of emergency.
Now, speaking Tuesday on the morning agenda on Power 106 FM, he says space could have been found to quarantine the individuals.
The release made reference of temperature checks being made. My information from the relative through the relative on the ship, none of them have been diagnosed with COVID-19. But be that as it may, even if you suspected that they were carrying the virus, put them into quarantine. The point I'm making, let us not try to solve the unknown. You have to put a system to deal with the unknown. They are here. Find a place. You can commandeer someplace in Jamaica. On the emergency powers, the government have that authority.
Mr. Jackson says while the government will have to accept Jamaicans set for deportation from the United States, it must ensure they are returned under controlled circumstances. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang told the Gleaner that the government will have to accept the dozens of deportees in another week or two. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump last week signed an order that imposes visa restrictions on countries that refuse to accept the deportation of its citizens, even amid the global COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Jackson gave his views on the decision.
Well, there are Jamaicans. We don't have any choice but to accept them. We are bound by other convention to accept our nationals. What I would hope that the government does is to enter into discussion with the U.S. administration immediately, if they have not yet started, and to arrange on some protocol that these people will come back in some orderly way rather than just be thrown on the shores of Jamaica. That would require some effective negotiation between both governments. But we have a legal obligation to take our citizens. We can't refuse them. Unfortunately, they were refused. The 43, 45 ship workers were refused entry to their own country. That's why I feel so strongly about it.
Machine Masters for Frontline News.